You're listening to the Lazy Entra podcast, productivity, automation, and outsourcing tips so that you can work less and live more. Here is your host, Jason Dulé.
Facebook Live seems like the hottest thing since banana bread, and every marketer is jumping on it. It actually works. Facebook is still heavily encouraging Facebook Live, with it having the highest organic reach more than any other channels at the moment. That means that compared to a page post, image, or even a regular video, Facebook is going to show your live video to a lot more people, even for the replay after the Facebook Live event itself. Not only that, but a lot of consumers absolutely love Facebook Live. Around 80% of our target audience already spends hours on Facebook every day. So you can get a lot of higher reach, higher attendance, higher interactions on a Facebook Live session than you can with older technology. What's this older technology we're talking about? Well, for one thing, we've got webinars. And I'm not saying webinars are bad. In fact, I still love using webinars. Webinars allow me to deliver educational content in a closed environment. That means my audience won't get distracted by the next baby picture or political post. Retention on webinars is a lot better than compared to something like Facebook Live. Some webinar platforms also let you do some crazy stuff, like pretend a recorded video is a live video, or track sales and do other stuff. But my absolute favorite feature of webinars is the ability to capture email addresses so that I can send my attendees email updates and I can even market to them in the future. That's one huge feature that Facebook Live doesn't have, the ability to do email captures. But what if we could have the best of both worlds? What if we could have the organic reach and attendance of Facebook Live, plus the ability to capture email addresses? Wouldn't that be great? Well, today and tomorrow are your lucky days because we're sharing not one, but two methods to capture email addresses using Facebook Live. This is going to be a two-part episode, with today being the more obvious way to capture emails, and tomorrow is going to be my secret method. I personally use both of these methods to get the widest coverage and most opportunities to capture email addresses. Okay, on to method number 1. This is the method most top marketers are using right now to capture email addresses with Facebook Live, and that's with lead magnets. If you haven't already heard of lead magnets, they're attractive pieces of content that people would gladly pay money for. But instead of charging $1 or $5 or maybe even $10, all you're asking for is an email address in exchange for that piece of content. Some examples are free reports or free video courses. Leadpages also categorizes lead magnets into, I'd say, two categories. So first we have freebies, which are the usual lead magnets. And second, we have content upgrades. Freebies are generally what we understand as lead magnets. These are the free reports, the free courses, and even free coupons and discounts in exchange for email addresses. Content upgrades are very similar to freebies. They're still attractive pieces of content in exchange for email addresses, but the big difference here is that content upgrades are freebies that are very specific to the piece of content that they're related to. For example, if I had a Facebook Live session that was about dental care tips for kids, my content upgrade could be a downloadable and printable PDF checklist entitled The Ultimate Dental Care List for Kids. It's a lead magnet that's very specific to the content, which is the Facebook Live session topic. Okay, the other challenge is getting people to your landing page to deliver your lead magnet because you're usually going to tell them, please go to this URL and download the Ultimate Dental Care List for Kids. So a lot of the audience will be attending the Facebook via the Facebook Live app on their smartphones, and they won't be as inclined to visit a certain website, especially if you don't provide a link to it. So Leadpages has a solution for this scenario, and it's called Lead Digits. With the lead digits, instead of having your audience visit another website to get your lead magnet, instead of them having them go to www.dentalcarekidforkids.com/ultimate dental care list for kids. All you have to do is tell them to send a one-word text message. That's it. No typing of extra long URLs or things like that. It's just a one-word text message. And from that, they'll be asked their email address via text. Since it's all done via text message, people on their phones are a lot more comfortable sending text messages than visiting websites and clicking buttons and going to strange URLs. When they're texting, it feels like they're texting a friend rather than visiting a corporate website. Okay, so that's it for method number 1, capturing email addresses with lead magnets and the lead pages feature, lead digits. And what I talked about today can be done in what I mentioned, the tool called Lead Pages. It's what I use for my landing pages, lead magnets, and lead digits. If you want to see how I personally use Lead Pages, I have a free video walkthrough about Lead Pages over at lazyandtrep.com/lead pages. Now, don't forget to tune in to tomorrow's episode where I tell you about my secret method number 2 for capturing email addresses with Facebook Live. Thank you for listening to the Lazy and Trep podcast. If you found these tips helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you left a review on iTunes. Even if it's just a couple of words, it'd be a huge help. You can find a link to review us on our show notes page or on our website, lazyandtrep.com. Till next time.